Hi guys, I thought I'd quickly pop on to show you how I cut up these crochet tablecloths to make individual doilies that I put in my Etsy shop. So I did get asked, months and months ago by someone, how do I cut them up without them unraveling because they're crocheted? And I kind of explained it to her at the time, but I didn't have one to I didn't have a tablecloth at the time to show. So I thought, since I'm cutting up some little doilies today for my Etsy, just to restock it because it's a bit low, I thought I'd quickly just pop on and show you. So this was actually a great big tablecloth. I've only got a little piece now. Sorry, I know you're really close up, but I'm sitting down, so I've had to move my camera down a bench. Yeah, this, I've only got a little piece left. It was a huge big tablecloth, and I just picked this up at the op shop. So I used to pick these up quite cheap from the op shop, but I noticed lately they're really, I don't know, their pricing is becoming a bit ridiculous at op shops. A lot of these tablecloths, they often have links that are broken, and so there's holes in them, but for some reason they still want to charge as if it's a brand new tablecloth. Anyway, only pick them up if they're reasonably priced. I won't pick them up if they're too expensive, because by the time you cut them up, the time you spend, it's just not worth it. But anyway, this one I did pick up at a reasonable price. And all I do, when it's a big tablecloth, it's kind of hard to go through and cut it up, you know, nice and neat when it's a great big tablecloth. Well, I find it too difficult to manage. So what I usually do, I cut it all up. I just snip the webbing between. Okay, I know this looks a bit haphazard. Oh, and I don't have my fabric scissors. I left them downstairs. I should have run down and got them, but that's okay. These are just my paper scissors. So it does help to use sharp scissors. So I just go through first and see how there's a link between these two. So my final doily will be this scalloped edge here. These little pieces here I'll snip off, but just for ease I just go and separate them all first. Just quickly snip them off, and I just make bundles of these. And these little guys, keep them. So I do keep those. I've got a whole little baggie of them. And I just use these for, like, even the little half pieces. I just use them for, I don't know, making flowers, clusters, little embellishments, put them on little snippet rolls, stuff like that, because they're quite cute. Oh, actually, these little guys, wait, let me cut one so you can see how cute he is once he's cut up. So I go through and I just snip. Oops. Of course I'm getting low battery. Okay, I just go through and I snip them apart like that. So I make some bundles because I don't like this whole big tablecloth. I know it looks very rough and ready. Don't worry, just snip, 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 chop, chop, chop. Okay. And then I just snip the little edges off. And I'm not too careful. I mean, I'm careful, but I don't spend a lot of time. I do them quite quick. But look how cute these little guys are. And you may know Toni Williams, her channel, it's Kitty's Craft Supply. She has the white ones of these. She actually tie-dyes these little bitty babies, and we call them Skittles. Actually, I'm going to put in a photo here of her little Skittles because I do have some. So these are Toni's little Skittles. Aren't they gorgeous? I just love them. They're so cute. And there's some of her bigger ones. They're so pretty. I love the Skittles especially. Okay, so aren't they cute? Okay, so when I've got this tablecloth cut up into all little individuals with the shabby edges, then I just go through and clean them up. So see all these little bits? If you separate them neatly, you can leave those on there, you know, if you've cut them evenly around the edge, but I don't bother. That's I like them with the clean scalloped edge like that. And then I just go through, and once you get into your little doily chopping mojo, you can do these quite quickly actually. I don't like this little guy here. And I know this probably seems like awfully time consuming and tedious for some, but I don't know why. I actually quite enjoy it and I find it really relaxing. So see, there's one. He's done. And it's one of those jobs, you can just do it in front of the TV because you're sitting there doing nothing anyway. And if you're like me, I can't just sit there. I've got to be doing something, so it's one of those good little jobs in front of the TV. Also, I always see on Facebook, people always posting about losing their mojo and stuff like that. And I always tell them, just go and chop something up. So I don't know, I must say I don't lose my mojo because I've always got 1,000 ideas and I'm the type of person that I like to be doing something all the time. But yeah, I think if you are someone that loses your mojo, or even if you're just stuck for ideas, like just go chop something, you know, doing something mindless like this. Chop something up or glue something down is what I think. This doesn't take, see, they're quite quick. This doesn't take a lot of brain power, so if you've lost your mojo, I mean, you can just sit down and do something like this. It doesn't take a lot of thinking. You don't need to come up with ideas. You don't need, you know, you don't need to do preparation. You don't need a lot of supplies. You don't need to clean your desk off in order to start a new project. And then once you get going, you think, oh, I could make this or make that or do this or do that. And then your mojo's back. Yeah, so you'll see that like it's not hard, and I don't take a lot of time doing them. Now it may seem like a lot of time for some, but once I get going on these, I can like snip, snip, snip super fast, especially with the sharp scissors. Yeah, so they're not perfect. I mean, they're hand cut. They can't be that perfect, and you're using a second-hand tablecloth, so they're never going to be perfect, but who cares? They're junk journals. They're not meant to be perfect. And And I'd much rather sit down and take the time to do this than, I don't know, go on AliExpress or somewhere and buy mass produce from China or somewhere. I just think we've got so much crap out there in the world already. Why are we wasting money buying new crap made from new materials? See, they're quite cute, aren't they? Oops, this guy's a bit. Oh, and then this little stuff, hold on, I'll just finish this one. See these little bits I'm snipping off? Don't throw those away. Okay. So see this stuff? That's the little connecting bits that connect the doilies together. Don't throw that away. I'm a recycler, so I keep everything. Okay, so I keep this and I call it Snow. Well, it was named Snow because the tablecloths I've previously cut up were white. This is the first beige one I've had. So I named it Snow, and you may recognize this from one of Wendy Mason's upcycle challenges. So if you're new to my channel, I have an upcycle challenge with Wendy Mason, and I'll put links to anything I mention in the comments box below. Each month I send her some of my junk from my craft room, and I send it to her, and then she has to upcycle it into and make something else out of it. And so one month, quite early on in the challenge, I sent her a bag of snow. It was the white snow, and yeah, it was pretty funny watching her unbox it. I really love sending stuff to Wendy and watching her open it up, and I can hear her little mind just ticking away of all the possibilities, all the ideas, what she can make with something. And yeah, that month she used the snow for angel wings. She made a little angel. Because it's cotton, and that guy's stained. Yeah, it's cotton, so you can glue it quite easy. So you can, instead of snipping them into little individuals now, you can sit there and, you know, do it properly so you don't have double work. I just find it easier to snip them apart first, separate them all, and then tidy them up. Sorry, this is probably quite boring. Anyway, you get the idea. I just thought, even if most of you know this is how it's done, I just thought if there's one person that didn't know, I like to show them just so that now they do know. Probably gone to sleep by now. Sue Freeman. Sue Freeman, are you awake? She always jokes about my videos being so long and me talking so much. And we joke that I put her to sleep. So, Sue, are you awake? You're probably snoring by now. This tablecloth was huge. I've had so many little doilies out of this one. Actually, this was the same shape and pattern doily, I think, of the last one I found. I'm hoping that the next one I find at an op shop has some different pattern doilies. I did find a butterfly one once. Actually, I've got a couple of those left in my shop. There's not many. I think I've only got 1 or 2 packs left. I just wanted to dig around my craft room and see my doily drawer if I have any more the butterfly ones that I can send to Toni Williams, because she tie-dyed some and they came out so gorgeous, really beautiful. Actually, I'm going to stick a picture in here. Okay, here's the butterfly doily. This was a white crocheted one that I had sent her and she tie-dyed. Rainbow effect. How awesome is that? So beautiful. Okay. So that was Toni Williams tie-dyeing on the butterfly doilies that I sent her. Aren't they gorgeous? So I know she has trouble sometimes where she lives. She can't find doilies in op shops, or you do find them and they're too expensive. So yeah, I want to see if I've got any more of those butterfly ones that I can send her to tie-dye for her shop, because they are gorgeous. I love them. I think they look so beautiful in boho journals, you know, or rainbow and any colourful type journal. I wonder if you can hear the cicadas on camera. It's summer here in Australia, and oh my gosh, we've been having heat waves. And you know, when you wake up in the morning when it's going to be a really hot one, when those cicadas are out singing, they're so happy. And this morning they are absolutely deafening. Okay, snip, 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 that's all. I know this is probably quite boring. So I'll leave it at that. Wait, let me bore you with one more. See, now I'm in the doily chopping mojo, where once I start, I can't stop. And I didn't even have an energy drink today. You may know I have an energy drink, and my drug of choice is Mother. And I have one every day, but I haven't had one now. I think this is my 3rd day. And I really want one. I've got withdrawal symptoms. Like, I'm hanging out for one so bad. But yeah, I thought I'll kick the habit, because they're not good for you, and not that I really care about that, but I just thought I'd kick the habit. Hubby is always complaining to me to stop drinking them. Plus, I do have trouble sleeping at night, so I'm going to see if that helps a little. Okay, my battery's about to die. My screen is darkened. I don't know if that will affect my video, does it? I don't know. I don't know if you're sitting here in the dark as well. Oh, it has some red fluff on it. Okay, that's it. Thank you for sitting here and being bored with me snipping away at these, but I hope that helps for anyone. Yeah, go pick one up at your op shop if you see them. and chop them up for little doilies instead of buying new ones. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.